programs. If I want to write and execute Python programs, firstly I have to download and install the Python software. From where I can download the Python software? So go to Google and you can type something like this, www.python.org, which is the official website. So just click on enter. Then you can just go to the download section, and then here the latest version of Python executable file will be available. You just click on this. Then one .exe file will be downloaded for you. Yes, and then go to show in folder, or you can just go to your downloads folder. See, this is the Python folder that have been downloaded. This is the exe or setup file. So how do you install any software? Just double click on that. Go to select I accept, next, finish. In the same way, you have to just double click on this. Just click on I accept radio button, then go to next, and click on finish. That's it. Within 3 to 4 minutes, Python software will be installed. So once the Python software is installed, you know where it will go? Any software, not only the Python software. By default, it will be going to the program, like all programs, right? So once the Python is installed, you can just see this folder in your all programs. Python 3.6, Python 3.7, whichever version you have installed. With that, you can observe one folder. Okay. And the next thing what you have to understand is, whenever you have installed Python, you know what will happen? In the C drive, in the users folder, in the user folder, in the app data folder, in the local, in the programs, in the Python, see, in the programs folder, Python folder will be created. As soon as you install Python, in C, users, user, app data, local programs, Python folder will be created. If you double click on that, you can even find a folder like Python 3632. As I have installed Python 3.6 in my computer, it is showing Python 3632. If you install Python 3.7, it will show 3732. Okay, this folder will be created. So now, see, this is Python folder. Here, can you find something like black screen with two snakes? So you can just open this. In this way, you will be getting Python software in the command mode. That means what? You have opened Python in the command mode. Why it is called as command mode, I will tell you now. See, if I give print hello, if I click on enter, see, this is the command. As soon as I click on enter, immediately I am able to see the result of the command. Again, if I give, in my next video, I will explain you what is print function, okay? No worries. So just we will see how to execute the things. That's it in this video. So print hi. If I click on enter, what is happening? I'm getting the result of that command. Again, if I give some command and if I click on enter, again the result of that command is coming for me. But I don't want like this. That means what I'm getting here, after each and every command, I am seeing the result. But I don't want like that. See, I want to write 10 instructions or 10 commands like this, and in the last I want to see the results. So now what happened? Python has been opened in the command mode. That's why after each and every command, if you click on enter, it is immediately showing the result. But what is my requirement? If I want to write 10 instructions in the script and I want to see the result of the entire script in the last, then I have to open Python in the script mode. How can you open Python in the script mode? See, again go to your Python folder. Then you can find something like a white screen with two snakes. Black screen is command mode. White screen with two snakes. That is nothing but idle. Idle is the default software available, or idle is the default editor available for writing the for writing your commands all at a time and to get the results lastly. Okay, you can just click on this idle. So see, shell have been opened. Now if you give print hello, click on enter, again it is showing the result of that command then and there itself. If I give print hi, again it is showing the output. But this is not the thing I want, right? I want to write all the commands at a time and I want to see the result of all the commands after writing everything, right? So that's why what you have to do, you have to go to file, you have to go to new file. That means you have to create a new file. Now write all your commands here, whatever you want to write here. See, if I click on enter, I'm not getting the output of that print command. Okay, I'm just writing my script. Okay, now I'm saving this. Control S. Save with what? A plus star. Dot .py. Dot .py is mandatory because this is a Python file. Now click on save. Where it went, have you observed? I told you as soon as you install Python, in the C drive, in the users folder, in the user folder, in the app data, in the local, in the programs, in the Python, in Python 3632 folder, Python 3632 will be created, right? So into that all your programs will be going. Whatever the programs you do create in idle, those you can check in this particular Python 3632. This is the default location where your idle programs will be saved. But you can just, it's not like you have to put your programs only here. You can go to save as, and whatever in which location you want to save your file, in that location you can save it. But by default, +py, your files, your Python files created here will be going to Python 3632 folder. Okay. Then how can I execute this? Go to run and go to run module. F5 is the shortcut. Now have you observed? See, you have written the code here, hello hi bye, and you are able to see the result in the shell actually. Okay, so run module. Go to run and select run module. The shortcut is F5. So now you can see the result. But in real time, generally, idle is not preferred to write the Python scripts. Why? What happened to this idle? I will tell you, but you have to note one point. I didn't install idle separately, right? With the Python, automatically that command mode came for me and script mode also came for me. That is, idle also came by default. Idle also came by default. But why people are not preferring idle? Because, see, if I make any modification like this, like test, if I write, see, if I try to run it, what it is telling, source must be saved. Every time I have to save the file, then only I can execute it. So okay, save it, and then it is actually producing the result. If I make any modification, I have to save it and then only I can execute and see the result. This is not good. And see, if I give P here, it should show me suggestions, right? With P, what are the things, what are the words available? It should show me what are the things available in Python started with P, that it have to show me. There is no suggestion. Everything I have to type. Everything I have to type. This is also not good. And if you do any mistake, see, I will tell you why this bracket have to be kept in the next video anyhow, but actually this bracket should be closed. I'm deleting it. Okay, I'm deleting it. So even though if I delete this bracket, it is sitting calm actually. It is not showing me any red bulb or like that. It's not indicating the error to me. Once if I run, I'm saving, clicking on OK. After running or after executing the program, it is showing the problem to me. After executing, it is showing the problem to me. That means it is sitting calm. See, if I just leave this double quote, it should indicate me the error with some red mark or with something it should indicate. But see, it is sitting calmly. I'm just clicking on Control S. I'm just saving the file. Now also it kept quiet. After I run, then it is showing me, which is not at all a good thing. And the other problem is, see, the code will be in one window and the output will be produced in a separate window. Have you observed it? Code will be in one window and output will be in separate window. This is not at all good. So if you do any mistake, it will not show you anything. After execution only, it will show the problem. Similarly, if you type P, it will not be showing you any suggestions. You have to type everything. Again, every time you must save the file. If you do small modification also, you must save it before running it. Again, what is the thing? Your code will be in one window, output will be there in separate window. So that's why, because of these reasons, like people won't generally prefer idle to write the Python scripts. So the most frequently used environment or okay. So who has created PyCharm? JetBrains community. JetBrains created PyCharm. Okay. So if you just click on this link here, then what will happen? You can normally type PyCharm download. Again, you will be redirected to the same page anyhow. So here you can observe two things, like professional version download is there, community version download is there. Professional version will be a free trial only for 1 month. Later on, you have to pay for it. But community version, it is free of cost. It is for free of cost completely. Lifetime we can use it for free. So you can just download the community version. Click on this download button. So again, same story. Exe file, setup file will be downloaded. Just go to downloads, double click on that. I accept, next, 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 finish. That's it. How to install any software in that way only. Okay. But at the time of installation, it will be asking you, like, create desktop shortcut. If you check this, then what will happen? A desktop shortcut will be created like this. Desktop shortcut will be created like this. If you don't check this, now what will happen? Desktop shortcut will not be created, obviously, right? So anyhow, if you check the create a desktop shortcut, then the desktop shortcut will be created. If not, what will happen? How can you open it? Go to all programs. Don't search with P. Search with J. JetBrains PyCharm community. Search with J. See, you can directly go here. See JetBrains System Python. Just click on create. Click on OK. So it will be creating a project with the name Aplasta Python. And have you observed where this project went? See, as soon as you install PyCharm in your laptop or computer, you know what will happen? In the C drive, in the users folder, PyCharm projects folder will be created. So what all the projects you have created here, like Aplasta Python, all these will be going to where? See, users user in the PyCharm projects folder. So in the PyCharm projects folder, see, Aplasta Python. This is the one we have created right now, right? So it's creating. So virtual environment means what? It is a folder which will have all the files and for softwares and folders which are required for my project. Okay, it is basically a folder, and it will be having all the folders, files and softwares which are required for my project actually. So we will be discussing this virtual environment in the further videos anyhow. So see, with the name like Aplasta Python, one project or one folder is created. Now what is the thing? Now pouch is ready. I am free to put any number of pens. In the same way, project or folder is ready. Now I will be creating my .py files in it. So how can you create a .py file in the project? Means right click on the project, go to new, go to Python file, right click new Python file. Let me put something like 1. Again, .py is not required because you have already chosen the Python file. It is taking the extensions py only. Click on OK. Now, see here your 1.py will be available. So, I'll be just writing the code. Print hi, print but. How can I execute this? Right click on the 1.py file. Run 1. What is the shortcut? Control Shift F10. See, you can see the output here. Okay. See, first problem what I told with this idle, code will be in one window, output will be in separate window. But in PyCharm that is not the case. Code output is in the same window, which is easy to see. And if you do any mistake, see I left the bracket, I didn't put the bracket. Then immediately it is showing me red mark that I did a mistake. So if I put my mouse over it, even it is telling me the problem, it is suggesting me or it is representing the problem with me, which is not there in idle. So by reading that, I will be just correcting my error. So debugging is also very easy. And if I give P, see it is automatically giving suggestions to me. Just click on enter in which option you want, what word you want. You just put your mouse on that and click on enter. The cursor you have to put in the on that word and you click on enter. Now something like this I have written, and see I have modified the code, but still I am not saving it. I didn't click on Control S. Okay, I'm just running the file. Yes, it is taking the modifications also. What I told you in idle, every time you have to save it and then only you have to execute. But here if you perform any modifications like this, 1, 2, 3, no need to save it. It will directly take the modifications. Okay, so these are the advantages with this PyCharm. See, in one pouch I can store only one pen. It's not like that. In one pouch I can store any number of pens. In the same way, in one project I can create any number of .py files. I want to create one more, so right click, new Python file. So 2. Now I'm describing like this. This is the second file. So now the same thing. How can I see the output? Right click, run 2.py. So this is the second file. If I want to create one more file, yes I can. Right click new Python file 3. Automatically .py will be taken. Print. This is my Word file. Just right click, go to run 3. See the output is coming. In this way you have to. It is so easy to work with this PyCharm. And after you create a project, see, make sure the settings like this. Go to file, go to settings. Go to editor, okay, go to editor and then font. By default, the font will be 12 only. I have adjusted the font to 22 here. If you install PyCharm, it will be only 12 size. Font size is 12. It is so small to see. So you can just make it 22 or 20, which will be better, so that you can see your code in bigger way. Like So, and even you make sure this is 22, and even color scheme, go to color scheme. See, by default, it will be in this. That means all the background will come in black, which is too annoying mostly. So that's why I will make sure it is in default. Default means what? Like this white color will come in the background. It is so simple to see. Now, whenever you select something, already default I've selected, but if you change and if you select something like apply will be activated, you click on apply and click on OK. See, if I just select this one, now apply is coming, right? In the same way, make sure it should be default. Default in the sense the white background like this, what I've shown you, like that it will be coming. So then already default is there only for me, so apply button doesn't come, and I will be just clicking on OK. So if you change the settings, it will be better. By default, the font size will be 12 and the complete black background will be coming, which is not at all good to see actually. So that's why what I will do, I will just change the settings, go to file, go to settings, and then go to font, just increase the font, and then go to color scheme and make it as default so that it will be good to write and good to work. Okay. So if you want to rename this project, you can go to where? You can go to right click. You can just right click on the project. You can go to refractor and then you can go to rename. Click on OK. A plus tab icon 1, 2, 3. Just click on refractor. So now it got refracted. That means the name has been changed. And if you want to rename this 1.py, then here also you can find refractor option and you can just rename it. Okay, so in this way we will be working with PyCharm. We can create the project, and in the project we can create any number of .py files. So in my next video I will be starting coding. See what does this exactly mean, how it is printing something onto the monitor, what are variables, everything we will be seeing in the next video. Thank you.